What's up, everybody? Non-spoiler review here of Barbie, the new movie by Greta Gerwig, directed, and Noah Baumbach writing the movie. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, many more in this film. If you're brand new to the channel, you've never been here before, do me a favor, show a little. Hit that button, man. Trying to get to 100,000. Love to have you on board. Not only are we doing reviews and reactions, and now we're talking about aliens. We've been talking about a lot about aliens lately. Yep, if that wasn't a sell. Anyway, so this is a movie that has been very highly anticipated, and it is a take on the obviously the iconic toy of Barbie. It's been around for many, 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 many years. There's been controversy associated with Barbie. There's been many girls and boys and everybody, but it has been a toy that has been around for a long time. My daughter, my 5.5-year-old, loves Barbie. My 12-year-old daughter does not. Asked my daughter yesterday, one of the reasons she didn't, and she said, well, it kind of signifies, it's my 12-year-old, signifies everything that wants women to be, and I'm not like that. I'm a tomboy, I'm this, I'm that. And I said, well, you're going to love this movie then, because they definitely address that aspect of it. They absolutely do. My out-of-the-theater reaction had me as far as I don't think that I'm in the intended audience for this particular film. And I saw some stupid comments say, well, because you don't like women's issues. On the contrary, I actually think it's a very strong message and a very important message. And I think it's a message also, it's a film about mothers and daughters. And it's a film that I think a lot of people are going to find very, very powerful. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who love this movie. For me, it had nothing to do with necessarily the messaging of it as much as it was the tone of it. It's like there's sometimes, I thought the first 15 to 20 minutes of this movie is done very, very well and sets up Barbie Land very, very well. And I think that throughout the set design, the music, all of that, and it's also written very well. It is. It has, I mean, when you have Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig working together, the fact that you can get a deep meaning Barbie is an accomplishment all in itself. The problem is a lot of times I felt like the tone kind of shifted a bunch of different times. There are times where they want you to stay in this kind of fun zone, but there's a really heavy message in it overall. And there is a time where you're just like, wow, this is heavy. This is deep. And then it's a Barbie movie. It is definitely not for anybody under 14, 13. I say that, and I think my 12-year-old can handle it, but still, but I don't know. It is just first of all, Margot Robbie's character of Barbie, the classic kind of Barbie, has the biggest arc, and the story is essentially that you've seen this type of thing before, where Toy Story or whatever the movie is that you can think of, that she's in the fantasy world of Barbie, whatever it is, and then she gets pulled into the real world because there's something going on. There's a reason why there's something that happens that has never happened before in the perfect world of Barbie, and she's got to figure out. So she goes with Ken, played by Ryan Gosling, into the real world and tries to find some answers. And while she's there, she meets America Ferrera, her daughter, and her daughter, I should say. And the adventure continues. And Will Ferrell plays kind of like the goofy president, kind of like he does in was it President Business? And whatever it might be. But there are a lot of different tone shifts in the film. Like I said, it's like it almost reminded me, and when I said this the other day, I was like, oh, that's a brutal reference. But I got Cat in the Hat vibes out of it. Not in the quality of the movie itself, but even the way that it was filmed. The look of it, almost like in the Ron Howard, the Christmas, the Who's and all the, it's like, it's crazy. And there's a lot going on. And Ryan Gosling is really good. And it's a musical at one point. Ryan Gosling's really good, but Ken is an absolute douche. He's a douche. And even if when they try to redeem him, it doesn't really work. He's kind of a douche. And you know, he's been kind of he's been in the background where Barbie and all the Barbies are in the forefront, and he's just trying to figure it out. And as he gets to the real world, he finds some stuff out about himself and about Ken and about all that, and incorporates it into, you know, the journey itself. But like I said, I think that there's some times where it's just like there's the writing. I cannot say that this is not clever writing. There's a lot of jokes that work, but again, there's like this shift in this tone of what does this movie want to be? Does it want to be a pure, full-on message movie? Does it want to be a movie about mothers and daughters? Does it want to be a musical? Does it want to be a kids movie? Does it want to and someone says, well, it wants to be all those things. Okay, but to me, I was just like this, and I just a couple of times I liked Margot Robbie, and I guess I liked America Ferrera, but I didn't really like anybody else. I wasn't attached to anybody else. I don't think anybody else is really developed enough for me to care. And I love Kingsley Ben-Adir. He's one of my favorite actors right now. He's in Secret Invasion, but he played Malcolm X in One Night in Miami. He's going to play Bob Marley. I was excited when I saw him in this, and when he shows up, he does this ridiculous dance that's amazing. But he shows up, but he's underused. He's completely underused. I think Simon Lewis is completely underused. There are a lot of people who are completely underused in this movie. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe this is one of those movies where I was expecting a little bit more, but I do think people are going to love it. I think there's going to be people who absolutely love this movie. I just wasn't one of them because it looks really nice, and I did think Michael Cera was funny in this movie too. I think that it looks really good. I think the scenery, I think the set design, I think the music, I think all the stuff in it works, but the tone shifts and some of the jokes just didn't land for me, even though well written. 2.9 out of 5, or I guess we'll go. I don't know. We'll go 6 out of 10. How about that? We'll go 6 out of 10 for the Barbie movie. That's where I am right now. But again, I'm very aware there's going to be people who see this movie and they're going to be singing from the heavens. They're going to love this movie. I just was not one of them. But I ask you guys, what do you think? Do you want to see it? Do you want to check it out? What are you feeling about Barbie? Did you want to see it in the first place? It's gonna do gangbusters at the box office. It's gonna do very, very well. Go ahead and hit that button. Let me know. Comment below. This is the Barbie review. That's what I got. All right, we'll see you next time.